Hey, what's up, everybody? This is attorney Dan Nguyen again, and I want to talk a little bit about LLCs, corporations, and the annual franchise tax for the state of California. So, as many of you know, the state of California imposes an $800 annual franchise tax for corporations, LLCs. Now, this is the cost of doing business in sunny Southern California. So, I get a lot of questions like, how do you avoid this tax, right? Um, there's not a lot of ways to avoid this tax. The only one I know is actually to be a sole proprietor. So that doesn't really get you the benefits of LLC corporation. So for a lot of times, this option is out the window. They need to be an LLC corporation for either asset protection purposes or just for business purposes. There are businesses, B2B, business to business out there that will only do businesses with LLCs or corporations. And part of that is, there's independent contractor and employer rules, and if a business is hiring LLC corporations, they're less likely to fall afoul of independent contractor rules. Um, the other the other way to avoid this is, I believe, you have to be in the military, and there might be some reprieve for it. But for a lot of people, avoiding this tax is not an option. But there is a way to avoid avoid this tax one time, and this kind of comes at the end of the year. So this video I'm shooting on December 18th, and a lot of companies, a lot of new companies, they tend to do is file on January 1st or January 2nd, which is usually the first business day that California Secretary of State is open. And but with that, you kind of have to wait for the paperwork to come back, and you really don't get your company up and running until maybe the first week of January, or even the second week of January. But what I do for my clients is I actually prep them around the beginning of December, end of November, after Thanksgiving. We prep our files to be filed on December 17th. The reason why that is that because California has what's called a 15-day rule. The Franchise Tax Board has a 15-day rule. And that rule says that if you do not do business in the last 15 days of a particular calendar year, then you're not required to pay the annual 800 franchise tax. Now, this is only for new formations. And so typically it's around December 17th about. And I file my clients' LLCs or corporation on this date. And that way, you get the kind of normal processing times. You get a little bit better than around the end of December and January 1st. That they take the longest to process around that time. And so long as you're not doing any business between then and the end of the month, you're not going to owe this franchise tax, right? So I file these for my clients on this particular one year. I filed like 15 of them, and they were up and running on January 1st or January 2nd. All right. And so if you're looking to form a new corporation, it's still in December. Contact your friendly neighborhood business attorney. We can get filed that for you, get all your documents up and running, up and finished for you, so you are up and running for 2020 for your new business venture. All right. So this is Dan talking about franchise taxes, corporations, LLCs, and if you're looking to avoid at least a little bit of it for 2019, give me a call and I can help you set them up right away. All right, this is Dan, and I'll talk to you soon.